Hello, I'm Martin Fencka and welcome to another part of Let's Play Thea, the Awakening Return of the Giants. In the previous part, we finally finished the smithy, so now we have a chance of getting good quality items. So now we can finally use our high quality resources and make some incredibly powerful weapons. What we are starting with are some high-end pikes. Um I'm going with ancient wood as the main material and then a moonstone for two of them. I'd go for more of these, but we don't have enough moonstone, so it's only two. And because we have 18 ancient wood, we can make one more. You just have to change the secondary material. So I decided to go for dragon bones to get some extra leech. I won't tell you the numbers yet. You'll see, or you will see when we make these weapons how strong they are. Other than that, I was thinking about what to do with our research, and I know that I wanted to get to medium armors and dragon leather and to make some nice armors, but then I was thinking about it, and it would take forever to get the dragon leather, then the medium armor, so instead I decided to go straight into heavy armors. We have the mithril, and make some nice heavy armors for our warriors. Um, Once we have that, we focus on axes. Hopefully at that point we can have more moonstone, so we can make some crazy two-handed axe. And that's probably that will be all for the research. There are some more options like ranged weapons. Also, it's been recommended to me to try a well. Because this would give us some materials every turn. That's not a bad idea. I may do this at some point. Um, I just have to check which materials we need to get like at least +3 well. So for now, I'm gonna let or leave at the well, but I'd like to get some free materials every turn, so I'm probably gonna do that soon. Maybe with the next research point. I don't know. For now, I'm gonna just save the research points. We still have quite a few things that we have to craft, so we don't have to worry about research. We don't need to invest into anything like right now. And before the next part, I'm gonna check the materials for the well, and we're gonna try that. I really like that idea about getting free materials. Also, there's one thing that it's been recommended to me, and that's checking our people who has the highest magic and try to increase that above 5, so we could start getting hex challenges, and like that we could get another elf. Getting another elf would be amazing, but I forgot to check our options before I started recording, so I'll also do this after this part, and maybe it will be easier once we get to the village and we'll have all the gear that we have available on one place. Might be easier to find enough items that increase the magic to get to the +5. So for this part, the goal will be just get to the village. So off camera, I can work on all of these things. We are ready to go. So how does it look like, by the way? It's almost morning. I'd like to get the extra visibility. The visibility still sucks. How does it look like with resources around here? There's a scaled leather, but we are not researching yet. Okay, let's just go tile by tile. We are going into the unknown. Which way do we want to go? Let's probably go through the middle. That needs some more movement points. But I want
As
to
you look
see this
around and
whole
admire the
area.
world, you see something of interest in the distance.
Oh, what
You
do we
spot
have?
the outlines of some old graveyard ahead. Perhaps there is something of interest there.
Which one is this? Is this the dragon graveyard? Probably not. And it's behind us anyway. Okay, I'm not going back there. Just want to explore this area a bit and head to the village. Okay, now we finally have the visibility. Let's check resources. Nothing interesting. We can probably attack spiders. It's just one skull, but why not? And let's go this way. I want to get rid of the spider nest. Oh, we can't? Really? And the resources around? Yeah, there is some seaweed, but we'd have to move there. Oh, don't have enough points. Okay, let's just get some wood then. Okay, guys. Let's hunt. Come on. What did we get? Just Amber Runestone. And this is a waste of a good quality prog. Because it will be the same with normal quality. Okay, which way do we want to go? Thinking this way. Want to explore a bit more. We still have a few turns left before we have to get back to the village. Okay, who can take that rune? Doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go this
You
way.
are ambushed.
Oh, more
A group of
encounters.
thugs stands in your way,
Hello.
bearing weapons and vile grins on their unshaven faces.
I've seen
They
ambush
look
before,
determined and unafraid.
and I
From
want
their
to attack
confident
them.
stance,
Shouldn't be that hard. I want their gear. Okay, they started with their captain. So let's get you out. We just discarded some of them. Okay, and we want to save something for first action. Let's get you out. Probably don't have to kill the fighter. Let's use someone with higher shield. I'm afraid that there might be some piercing damage, so I want that to be the damage to be dealt to shield, not to hit points. That's fine. So what do we need? Actually, no, I don't want to use the first action yet. Let's just wait, see what happens. Okay, now we can use the first action, and what's this gonna be? Need one more person to the front. Okay, so now it's a kill, 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 and let's get the remaining cards from our active hand.
you beat the bandits. They scamper away with broken noses and bruised egos. Some will never leave this place. You search their equipment and gather up what remains useful.
That's not bad, a lot of stuff. Can get rid of swords. This armor, I don't like the bone spike armor because they're always very heavy. So I'll just get rid of that. A ranged weapon, we could use those. What about the armor? Another heavy armor, I probably want to keep that. These shields are usually bad. And what about the bracelet? Well, it's at least something. It's bad quality, but it's better than nothing. So I'm gonna keep it for now. And I'm gonna check again who could use the heavy armor. Are you strong enough? You are. Okay, congrats. I'm gonna keep the leather armor. It still could be useful. And the ranged weapon is next in line. You are next in line. You really could use some more ranged weapons. Oh, and the bracelet. Who can use that? You can use it. Okay. And here we can gather some food. What are we gonna do? Let's start here, like this. Strongest people want to be the main gatherers, always. 45, 60, 80, 30, 50, that works. 30, 50, perfect. Oh, spiders. Good that we have a lot of time before the night starts again. I think the village can protect itself, but I just don't want to risk anything. Okay, that's a huge sea, or is it the like the edge of the map? It's probably the edge of the map. Come on, attack. Plus one perception. At least we are getting quite a lot of spiders, so that is still useful. And who is next? You are. Congrats. Okay, let's check the production. Make sure that everyone is crafting. Okay, 3 more turns, and this would be 3 more turns for this one. So 6 turns, and then we can pick up our new weapons and go for more ancient wood. You can probably check these ruins. Okay, spiders running away, and we have some more level ups. Let's see. Double health, double strength, those are nice. Double gathering could still be useful because some of the rare resources are still very hard to get. Poison, that's an interesting level up. Armor, oh, why not? What about the village? Oh, medic, but you are +4 medic. That is really good for someone who's actually not the medic. Too bad we can't take him with our expedition. At least we can't take him yet. You need good crafters in the village. But maybe at some point I'll take him. Good medics are important. Health, strength is nice. We got some good level ups. Oh, more fights. Okay, let's clear all these groups. Sneak, and we should be able to auto resolve this. I don't need any of these items, so let's just dismantle it. What about you? We can hunt here, so that's the easiest way. Next. I think we could just do another part of the Divine Quest on the way back. Well, let's do it that way. Whoa, maybe not. This is quite interesting. So many fights around here. Where do we start? Probably with ruins. Don't want to more grouped spawn. We can just sneak, auto resolve. And what else? Probably goblins. This shouldn't be too hard. I think I actually want to fight them. Fighting them should be easier than these challenges. Here we would have to fight 7 cards. When we attack, I think this should be only 4 mobs. Yep, 3 warriors and 1 boar raider. Begin combat, and we even start. So let's just discard the passive hand, or the supported hand. I want to try... Yeah, it's enough. Good. And discard the second one. I want to keep some people who have first action. Okay. We should be able to counter offense even. Really, really easy fight. And this is enough. Come on. And heavy armor again. Good. And a good quality. Perfect. That's exactly what we need. This armor is still not amazing. Like 22 for heavy armor is not that much. Heavy armor from good materials can get almost to 40, but they're still decent upgrades. Are you strong enough? Definitely not. Well, it's not that much. I could just remove both these trinkets. Or anyone else? Yeah, this is too much. You could maybe wear it. Lots of strength, but it's almost gone. I think she's strong enough to actually wear this even without the blessing. Let's try it. If she's not, the game will tell us. And yeah, let's go this way. I want to clear both these groups on the next turn. Or maybe not. They're running away. Hey, they decided to attack. Fine by me, we can save some movement points. And this is good. We can get rid of the queen. And that means this is not dangerous anymore. Just discard as many of them as possible. Come on. Oh, this is not bad. Who's gonna get that one? Our elf can probably get it. Uh, okay, enjoy. And let's move north and try the divine quest. I hope we are strong enough to handle it.
You find the remains of an old town, built in solid stone, with a large central building that even in its crumbled and rotting state looks very impressive. Like many such places, you feel the cold draft of the ever-present dark mist, lurking in every corner. You see a faint light coming from one of the towers in the central building, and you know this is where you must go.
This is actually the first part of the divine quest, so we should be able to handle it. Even if we fail in one challenge, we'll still be fine. This actually is quite a long story that we'll go through. So let's investigate.
You enter the old building, and soon realize it must have been a place of great knowledge, as even in the entrance hall there are vast shelves with remnants of books on them. Indeed, as you go in deeper, you find a rusted shield with the words, "The pen is mightier than the sword, and the sword of knowledge defeats any foe." Before you make another step, you are met by a hooded stranger. "Welcome to the Grand University of Cracovia. How may I be of assistance?" he chimes, as if nothing was awry in the world.
Yeah, let's go with the first option. Who are you, and why are you still here? It doesn't look hospitable.
I am the porter, of course, here to meet and greet you and direct you to the faculty you seek. So are you here for the tour, to sign up, or perhaps you've come for the board meeting?
I think I will go with the third challenge. That should get us to the point where we actually get where we want to be. With these options, we'll just talk for a while, get us nowhere.
Excellent. You must be from another foreign delegation, then. I've been told there might be latecomers. The board meeting is on the 3rd floor, in the Thorn Rose room. You look towards the stairway, and you see it is crumbled and full of cracks, but it should be fine to climb.
Yeah, this is what we want. Alright, leave the strange man and go up.
You go upstairs and find many more empty, eerie rooms, filled with rotten bookshelves and destroyed books, laboratories with smashed equipment, and lecture rooms with decaying tables and the stench of death. But as you enter one such lecture room, you see that at the center, by a large round table, sit 6 people, dressed in academic gowns.
Okay, let's approach the table and just say hello. I already know this, so there's no need to have our arms drawn.
One of the figures at the table turns to you, and for a second you see only a skull. But then you blink, and an old man's face stares at you. "Hello there. I see you have come seeking answers, yes? How did you find us? We were cursed long ago, never to be found by a living soul, and I dare say you look alive."
Okay, let's go with it through. Our god told us to come here.
Ah, so they are finally strong enough to try and regain their powers, and so they send you to seek answers.
Yes, you're correct, so what do you know of it?
In short, we were the ones who took the power of the Pantheon to ensure our colleagues could burn the cosmic tree without interference.
So, here it's finally starting to reveal that humans have something to do with the start of the Dark Age. So let's investigate further. You took power away from gods. You're kidding, right?
It was not easy, nor done without the aid of powerful and evil magic, but it was done. Each god, you see, had their own duty, their domain, and it was both their strength and their weakness. By hitting them all at once, we also didn't give them a chance to aid each other as they normally would.
Why did you do it? Why did you burn the tree and hurt the gods?
Well, that's a funny story in itself, I suppose. We were tricked by the Human Advancement Department. We were presented with false data to suggest that the gods were about to destroy all life, that they'd grown arrogant and wanted to wipe Thea of humans to create a new, more obedient kind. Anyway, it was all a lie, and those who knew the real reason are no longer with us.
I don't know which option to take here. Both is so true. Let's go with the second option. Are you serious? You defied the gods and burned the sacred tree for a theory?
Well, we never actually had anything to do with the pillars and the cosmic tree. That was the Human Advancement Department's work. We just had to take care of the gods, but yeah, with the benefit of hindsight, it now seems like a rubbish idea.
Did they say they used dark magic? Or did I miss it somewhere? No, let's go with that. You said you used the dark magic.
Our plans were cosmically big, as it were, and so we needed help. Help that a few would be willing to give, and even less capable enough to provide. A mage arrived on our doorstep, offering all the right answers. Even after we figured he was the famed Dark Lord, banished ages ago in the Great War of the Eye in the Westerlands, we still couldn't say no. It was him or nothing.
So, faced with working with an entity so evil that it almost devoured our world more than once on more than one continent, you thought it will be fine, and you said you were a professor.
Oh, don't get me wrong. We knew we were working with evil, but the pursuit of knowledge, of understanding, the very notion we could defy the gods, it was glorious. I think the Dark Lord didn't even break a sweat convincing us.
I guess it does sound rather grand, that's true. But did no one see the foolishness of your plans?
There were suspicions. Some gods even took notice, but the Dark One was clever and diverted their gaze every time, building a fake army in his old stronghold and sending out omens of his return worldwide. This was step one of our plan. This was how we would trap the supreme gods.
The supreme gods?
Yes, like Perun and Mokosh in the Easterlands. Every land in Thea had their own. They needed to be broken first, else their power would protect the others. Mokosh we could not lure away. She is wise and careful. But Perun, well, let's just say he was keen to go into battle. Very keen.
Okay, and because we are the followers of Veles, we can ask about him. So let's do that. And Veles, the lord of the underworld, how did you trick the trickster?
Ah, yes, Veles, who sat in the roots of the tree, guarding the gates to the afterlife. He would lose power from the cosmic tree's demise, but we needed him distracted more than most. But Veles is not only the master of the underworld. He is also the lord of magic, and some say he was of the elven kin first, before he became god. We attacked the western islands, where the elves dwelt when they wished to leave the human realms. Veles ran to their aid, and so did many elven guardians.
So it was enough just to lure him away from the tree?
Oh, no, of course not. Like with many others, we had to make a trap. In this case, we invented a device that would target all creatures of elven descent. Once we had all the greatest heroes in one place, we detonated the hellish thing, and it spread like wildfire. It would not kill any of them, you know. It was supposed to overload their magic, so that for a time they would be rendered unconscious. But you see, the device had a strong side effect.
What was worse than rendering our god disabled from action?
Only that afterwards, when the tree burned, the connection we made with the device, it spread a dark curse to all elven kin, killing millions. But what you need to know is that the device cannot be reversed as such, and yet there are rumors of an elven survivor who is the key to all this. Seek out the Oracle. She will guide you.
So, this is the reason why anytime we met an elf, it was a problem and it was dangerous for us. I was talking about the curse, because basically all elves were cursed by this. I'm surprised that it's actually possible at this point to attract an elf into our group, because they should all be cursed. But well, I'm glad that we have one and he's not cursed, so let's go on with the quest. Fine, you murderous scum. Where is the Oracle?
Before I tell you, we must ask a favor. We have been cursed to stay here, neither alive nor dead, for eternity, as punishment for our actions. a sentence we accepted with grace and understanding. It is not often you get to destroy the world and nearly kill off gods. However, we wish to be freed now.
Okay, who sentenced you?
Once champions of the gods like yourselves realized our crime, they came to seek retribution. But the Dark Lord wanted to be sure the world burns, and so he cloaked this place from any mortal eye. Without the gods' guidance, no one could find us and learn the truth. Then came a lone spirit, claiming to be an echo of the Pantheon. The spirit cursed our souls to eternal damnation for our arrogance, making us unliving and bound to this building till the end of days.
How can you be freed if this is a curse? Can you be killed?
There is a way to try and free our souls from these unliving bodies. With the underworld shut, we will still roam Thea, but at least we will be free.
Why do you believe you should get freedom after all you've done?
Yes, many of us share your enthusiasm for the punishment. We are tormented by our faults, believe me. But to be stuck like this forever. If you kill us, we will only suffer the pain of death, but eventually we will return, marked by another scar. But if you use your connection to the gods to break our curse, perhaps we can be released.
I want to try to actually release them. I don't think that I ever managed to break the curse, but I want to try. If we fail, nothing happens basically. So let's try to go with this option. Your crimes are despicable, your arrogance beyond measure, and your stupidity in trusting dark forces goes beyond any measure. But your fate seems dire, and there is little point in more suffering in this world. Give us the location first, we will then think about releasing you.
The old man nods, his face twisted in a mixture of fear and sadness. I have imprinted the location you seek in your minds. You will find it whenever you seek it.
Okay, and now we have to succeed in this 3-skull intellect challenge. I'm not sure that we can do it. I'm not sure that we have enough damage for that. But I'll try. Let's see. We have some damage. We could discard some cards. Counter tactics. This is decent. Problem is with the 3-skull challenge, all the cards are significantly stronger. I don't think that we can do this. Confuse. Now let's start with that. Now look at those cards. Let's get you to the front. How many first action cards do we have? Shield ally. I also want to see support ally. We only have support ally here. Thinking we could try to get 1, 2, 3, 3 people to the front. That would give us enough damage to kill one card before it can do anything. And then we just try to tank some of the damage. It will be tough. Okay, so this card is basically dead. If everything works the way I expect, or I want. So we can use someone else. Okay. So who are the lucky 4 that we want to get to the front? 1, 2, 3 probably? Let's get you out. And can we shield you maybe? I'd like to allow her to survive one attack. Okay, that's fine. And how's it gonna be? That's gonna be 4, 6 and 4. Mm, let's get you out. I'll get you out as well. Quite a few hit points, decent damage. I hope that this is our medic. I hope that he can survive. He has one tank in front, another tank. He should be able to survive and attack at least once. Yeah, not exactly what I wanted. Okay. Doesn't matter in which order we move them to the front. Start with you. So that's 1, 2, and 3. I hope this works. Okay, so far so good. Now, how much damage? Not enough. Ah, come on. Oh, actually, it wasn't that bad. I thought we gonna lose the healer, but he survived. Okay. Can we discard something? Don't think so. So I'll just use the same tactics again. 2, 4, 5 cards. And the strongest one is in front. How many can we get to the front? We can get the healer to the front. That's a lot of damage. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it the same way as before. We can probably start working on that right now. Okay, now we are limited to our level 4 people because we only have one person with first action higher than 5 that we need for the medic. Let's get you to the front maybe. Okay, that's fine. Excuse me. Oh, our elf is a good shield. Let's use him then. And you can come closer as well. This is fine. And now we have 2 people that we can use. We can either shield ally. And I think that's a good idea. Now let's just shield her as much as possible. Okay, that's fine. And how are we gonna do this? Let's start with you, and you'll be first. Oh, we didn't have enough damage? Oh my god, that was quite unfortunate. Damn it, this is bad. That one hit point can screw us up so bad. And they're shielding with the strongest card. I'm thinking we just do this the old-fashioned way and just stack our people up on the end of the line, because I don't want to go through this card. The remaining cards should be damaged quite a lot. Computer played this quite well. So how strong shield do we need? 26. So I have to sacrifice someone. Basically need 17 hit points to survive. Let's get you out. And I'll get a shield, so that's 22. Oh, we don't have any more shield left. That sucks. You kill him. Now we need 16. Do we have 16? We do. Just get you closer. And now we need someone who can survive 10. I hope I didn't make a mistake. Like this, we should lose 3 people and kill 2 cards. Maybe actually even 3 cards. Be left with 4 versus 1. Yep. And the key to this is make sure that our medic lives, but I'm not sure that we can do it. This card is ridiculous. 13. No, we can't. Actually, we can survive 1 attack. Okay, let's get you out. That's 10. That's 17. Problem is that it regenerates like 9 health every turn because of the shielding. I don't think that we can do it. You don't have support ally. Okay, 17. So you survive, then you die. And we can use both our people, they'll be safe. We should be able to do quite a lot of damage. 5, 8, that's 13. And the next turn, 14. That's not that bad. Okay, 14. That's fine. 9. Oh, that's not fine. Whoops. Okay, we'll have to shield this way. You get closer, and for a turn, we need both our active cards protected, and that's enough. That wasn't easy.
You take your time to meditate and find your inner peace. In this place of sorrow and darkness, you seek a link to your gods by opening up your hearts and souls. In time, the connection works, and you are able to use it to cleanse the bonds of the Forsaken Scholars. As the souls of the sullied academics flee their prison, you feel neither strengthened nor diminished by this deed. You now know where to go next, and you feel a small dose of a blessing fall upon you.
And that's it. After fight that's this hard, we get like blessing of speech for 2 people. Well, I expected a bit more. Okay, but at least for the next time. And oh, the quest or the next part of the quest is on the way back to the village. I'm probably gonna skip it. I just want to get to the village as fast as possible. Let's try to do it in this part. Uh-oh, too heavy. This is what I meant when I said the game is gonna tell us if the armor is too heavy. And it's way too heavy, actually. Oh, you can't even carry this one? 96. Okay. Now you should be able to handle that. I'll do this off camera. I'll find someone who can wear that armor. How far can we get? Let's go all the way. Just won't trigger the quest.
You are ambushed.
Oh.
A group of thugs stands in your way,
Hello, more
bearing
thugs.
weapons and
okay. Where do we start? Let's start with counter offense. This is quite annoying. We have first action. Only one. We have to survive 22 damage somehow. $33. Do we? Oh, we have someone. We don't have anyone who can do that much damage. 32 here. 30 here. Come on, guys. Really, no one? Oh, this sucks. And it's way too high to confuse it. What about shields? Can we shield the damage? 35. Yeah, we can shield the damage. Let's just do it that way. Let's shield for you, and even more. So now he'll only take 2 damage. Oh, they're trying. Uh-oh. Okay, let's make sure that I can't boost the captain anymore. And how does it look like? So we take 10 damage. That sucks, but 10 damage is not enough to get the heavily wounded debuff. And we just play everyone.
You beat the bandits. They scamper away with broken noses and bruised egos.
Okay,
Some will never leave this place. You search
garbage,
their equipment and gather up what remains useful.
And this should be garbage as well. Well, some food, some more resources, why not? And our armor actually took like, or mitigated like 7 damage. So we took only 4 real damage that we carry over. And we can heal that right now. Can't gather anything, but I want to heal. Okay, I'm gonna equip that off camera. This point is pretty long already, so I'm going faster. I want to get to the village
You see a man
and
in
finish it.
worn-out armor with insignia unknown to these lands.
Oh, really?
He's standing by a rock, clearly deep in thought, as he does not see you approach. When you look closer, you see he is looking at a sword half embedded in the rock.
Okay, so this part will be a bit longer. Didn't expect that we're gonna trigger another quite long quest line. Hello there, fellow traveler. Are you okay?
The man jumps up, startled by your voice. He grabs the hilt of his sword, but does not draw it. He takes a few steps back and speaks. How dare you disturb a king's moment of peace? I'm sorry, old habits. I am no king, not anymore. But you, my friends, look like, well, potentially, you could maybe be called knights, right?
Knights? King? What are you talking about? You're not from around here, are you?
My name is Arathor. I have traveled here from afar in the west, led by an ancient quest from my forefathers. I was led to believe that this sword will help me rebuild my kingdom and save us from the darkness. Alas, I have lost all of my knights just getting here. And now that I am faced with the sword, those blasted demons, they have cursed me with weakness, and I am unable to fulfill my destiny.
So this sword is powerful enough to defeat the darkness?
The sword is my test, my burden, and my fate. It will not serve any other. My time is running out. I must return to my kingdom soon, or all shall be lost. Now, the sword is for me to claim, but as king, I can appoint you my knights, and you could claim it in my stead. The magic binding the weapon in stone will permit it, I think. Will you become my knights?
Alright, maybe, but what are these knights you keep talking about?
Knights? Oh, well, a knight is a brave warrior, sworn to serve their king and god, to uphold the law. It is a man. I suppose in my kingdom we only appoint men, but desperate times. So, it is a person who is righteous and honorable. Now, I solemnly swear I will release you from my service once the deed I ask is done, and I hold the sword in my hand. Will you accept?
Yes, we accept, but how do you even know we are right for this task?
Wonderful. I knew fate would provide my salvation. I did not know if your hearts were pure enough, but your agreement to serve my purpose, with no promise of a reward, proves that you are indeed the ones I seek. Now, by the power of a rightfully anointed King of Camroth, I pronounce you Knights of Camroth, and I command you to take the sword for me.
Okay, let's do it. Just a physical challenge, we should be able to auto-resolve this. Though, let's actually play it safe. Yeah, we can easily do this, but I just want to make sure that we don't fail, because it's a start of a quest line. Counter discard, never mind. Counter tactics, that should work. Should be enough. Yep. 11, anyone can survive that, so I'll just play the whole active hand. Come on. Yeah, you're definitely better at physical challenges than in the intellect challenges.
You work together and pull out the sword from the stone. It looks like an ordinary weapon, except that it seems undamaged from its unusual sheath. When you hold it in your hands, however, you feel a surge of strange power coursing through your veins, and it feels really good.
Let's give the sword to him.
The king drops down on one knee as he accepts the sword from you. He speaks, and his voice becomes more forceful and clear than before. Well done, my knights. You have passed the test of loyalty and purity of soul, for this sword is known to lead its keepers astray. An ancient bloodline runs in my veins, one that has, in the past, both failed and succeeded in this very test. It has always been my fate to hold this blade and see what I am made of. And since I do not heed the urge to cleave you where you stand, I am hopeful that I too have passed. I release you from your oaths, Knights of Camroth. May the fates bring you strength and prosperity. I also give you this map. It will lead you to a bridge where you will be tasked with a test, and if you pass, a treasure will reveal itself to you. I meant to find it myself, but it seems fate had other plans. So go forth and seek it out.
Thank you, King Arathorn. It was an honor to serve your cause. What will you do now?
I will now travel back to my lands, and using the sword, I will try to reclaim my kingdom and restore the Eternal Tower to ward off the darkness. I wish I could tell you more, but it seems other lands are in peril, and it is a knight's duty to protect and defend. Alas, I am also a king, and I must first right the wrongs of my own people. I feel a great destiny within you, and I hope you will succeed in your own quest one day. Farewell. The king bows to you and holds up the sword. A light shines down from the skies, and he disappears.
Right, time to go. Maybe check out the bridge from the map. I hope it's not too far away. Let's see, where is that? Oh, where is that? That is far away, but we still want to go this way at some point. There is another place that we want to see. We could maybe do all these quests that we have on this side with like one expedition. Start maybe with refugees, then go down. Also clear all of these locations. But for now, we just want to move on here. Hey, don't do that. Stay away from the village. Okay. And we should have enough movement points left to return home. Just what we wanted to do. How does it look like with production? Okay, we have both or all three spears that we wanted. I think we finished the last one right now. I can start working on some items that we are crafting only for research. Off camera, I'll equip all the new stuff, or maybe I promise that I'm gonna show our new weapons. And I'm also quite curious if we get some good weapon, good quality items. 1385, that's the one with the dragon bone. 1881, that's normal quality with moonstone. And this one should be a good quality. Perfect. 2210-1, this spear is insane. And we want to have more as this one, so that's why I want to go for more ancient wood, and hopefully we could find some more moonstones somewhere. I definitely don't want to research moonstones and gather them. It's just too much research, but it'd be nice to find them. It's hard, but would be nice to get it. These weapons are insane, especially with the good quality. So, as I said, I'm gonna equip all of this off camera. And I'll prepare the expedition so we can go north again, get some more ancient wood. I would say we take like 5 stacks so we can make 5 more spears. Then we go back, start crafting them, and while we're crafting them, we can clear this side. It sounds like a plan. And once we have those spears ready, so that means we're gonna have 7, we could probably go after first main quest. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. So we'll start working on that in the next part. I hope you like this one. And until the next part, have a good time. Bye bye.